It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks on Monday night.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just... The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Williams now on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Lance. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Lance. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Off the play fake, Andrews. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Andrews now, off play action. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Gibson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Off of play action, and here's Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. And he fires one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give right side. McQueen, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12. Back to throw. Andrews. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Andrews. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And the Seahawks are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. Back to throw. Andrews. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Lance again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Let's go.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Lance now on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. Shifts by him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Gibson taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Andrews. This is caught by Tate. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they aren't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Andrews. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to throw. Andrews. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And here's Andrews. Off the play fake. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Andrews. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A very costly sack there on third and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Andrews. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, Andrews. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's fourth and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright when he's been up. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Andrews. He'll find Metcalf. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Andrews. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Falcons able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Andrews. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Andrews. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
You see it all day. Pick.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A beautiful fake. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Andrews looking to throw on second down. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Back to throw. Andrews. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On second down, McQueen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Andrews. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Williams to return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw again on second down. Lance. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 1st down, McQueen. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Andrews. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Andrews. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
This is our time. Our time.
To throw is Andrews. to throw on second down. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he returns this to the 22.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, here's Gibson.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. Andrews now on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. A toss running left. McQueen, and he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
On the return, Williams.
And able to get this out to the 25. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 15. Here's Lance to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
2nd and 9.
And we've got a dandy here, a one-point game as we begin the fourth.
On 2nd and 9, Lance, and he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On third down, Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Now Andrews, off play action. That ball caught by Slayton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now left side on the swing pass. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Lance now on first down.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 28. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. And out of bounds right around the 20.
7 yards to pick up there.
Throwing again on second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Play number 9 on the drive coming up. And they need 9 yards on third down. Back to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen, they'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's Andrews on third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they take a knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So the victory here for San